Coming up next, concerns about a local EMS service and why it might shut down soon.
So if it disappears, then, the next closest place is probably further yet. So, yes, we're very concerned.
Plus, the fight to kill these dangerous bugs.
It grows a sooty mold, this black sooty mold, and it's really hard to get off. So it's a real nuisance for homeowners.
See how Penn State researchers are front and center in making progress in the battle.
And the secret revealed. The Nittany Lion shows the world who the person behind the mask really is. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon. I'm Evan Papalis.
And I'm Juliana Foliano. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story, a local EMS service is fighting for survival. It serves about half a dozen townships in our area, but a severe staffing shortage may lead to a permanent shutdown. A critical staffing shortage could soon mean the end of the line for Port Matilda's EMS service. Last month, it notified the municipalities in its service area that it plans to shut down. The EMS covers not just Port Matilda Borough, but also Half Moon, Houston, Taylor, Worth, and part of western Ferguson townships. After notifying residents of the decision on the EMS Facebook page, the agency now says it's holding off and is meeting with officials about possible options to stay open. The EMS team declined to talk with us on camera about the challenges they face. They say they'll share more information with the public when they have an update. Some Port Matilda residents voiced their concerns about a possible shutdown throughout the EMS's Facebook page. Molly McCaffrey has lived here for about a year and told us she's worried about her safety.
We're very concerned. We bought a membership, and we live in the Stormstown area, so Port Matilda is still, pretty far away for an ambulance to arrive. So if it disappears, then the next closest place is probably further yet.
McCaffrey, along with others, hope a solution will be found.
Yeah, obviously they should be investigating other options, but for financial reasons, it seems like they don't have any. So if there's funds anywhere to be acquired, I think, it should be explored.
The upcoming departure of 2 employees at the end of the year would leave the agency with only 2 part-time staff members and 1 volunteer. It's a problem similar agencies are also facing across the state. This is not the first time the Port Matilda EMS has been in a critical situation, and there is hope that it will pull through once again.
We have an update on the wall collapse that closed a stretch of road in Bellefonte. 2 lanes of Water Street are now reopened after PennDOT made temporary repairs to the road. The section of wall collapsed last month between High and Mill Streets. The road is expected to stay open until a permanent fix can be made next spring. State College police hope you can help them find the suspect who stole from a local charity. They're investigating the theft of donated items from the Goodwill store on Benner Pike in College Township. Police say the person in this photo removed items from the donation area on Monday just before 9 a.m. The suspect drove away in an older model Saturn. Contact the police if you know who it might be.
A GoFundMe campaign for an Amish family that lost 4 members in farming accidents this year has passed its $20,000 goal. The money has been raised for the Potter Township family after a silo accident at their farm, where the father and 2 sons suffocated. That happened 6 months after another son died in another farming accident.
The U.S. Supreme Court has pushed back a decision on whether to grant President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. But the court says it will hear full oral arguments in February, with a decision shortly after that. The Biden administration plan would eliminate up to $20,000 of debt for eligible borrowers, but has been on hold since October. The program was blocked by court battles, and it's estimated to impact more than 40 million borrowers and would cost roughly $400 billion.
Penn State researchers are among those trying to help stop the spread of the spotted lanternfly, which poses a major threat to Pennsylvania's agriculture and economy. Simone Skinner reports.
They first showed up in Berks County 8 years ago. Colorful but dangerous bugs. Since then, the spotted lanternfly, a native to Asia, has spread to 45 Pennsylvania counties and other mid-Atlantic states.
I remember when they started showing up in Philadelphia. I would say I heard about it throughout the pandemic when they started coming and investing in Philadelphia. And when I Googled it, it said to kill them, like to step on them, because they do affect like plants, crops, and trees overall, and they're not good for our environment and are also like agriculture in Philadelphia County.
These bad bugs pose a serious risk to the state's agricultural industry, including grapes, tree fruit, nursery plants, and hardwood lumber, along with parks and backyards.
When the spotted lanternfly feeds, they excrete something called honeydew, and it gets all over everything. Other insects will feed on that. It attracts, yellow jackets, other kind of pests that we don't want around our home.
The cost to Pennsylvania's economy is estimated at more than $300 million annually.
So with these flies damaging crops and plants, there is question and concern as to whether there is a new development or solution that can control or stop this species.
One answer may be the Blue Marsh Lake Project. Researchers from Penn State and other agencies have been doing studies at the Berks County Lake to find ways to kill lanternflies and stop their spread. One of the top areas of focus is a natural fungus pesticide.
Done subsequent studies and follow-up with variations of both the fungus, the Bavaria bassiana that kills them, as well as using some more conventional insecticides for use by comparison.
The bacteria grows spores on the body of the lanternflies, weakening them for days and eventually killing them. Researchers say it's a steady but slow progress, and they need help from everyone.
Everybody can do their part to report it if it's in a new area where it hasn't been seen before, and stay informed. Don't make the problem worse by incorrectly using pesticides.
In State College, I'm Simone Skinner for the Center County Report.
Central PA County is under quarantine for lanternflies, include Center, Blair, Cambria, Cameron, Huntington, and Bedford.
Penn State's Palmer Art Museum will soon begin its move to a new home on campus. The new museum is under construction at the Arboretum, and it'll open to the public in 2024 and will house over 10,000 works. Preparations are underway for a phased moving process beginning soon. The new home will be almost 2 times the amount of exhibition space than the current museum, which currently has the largest collection of art between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Have you ever wanted to bring home a piece of Penn State history? Penn State's Lion Surplus is offering just that, selling items from Penn State's 91-year-old hotel, the Nittany Lion Inn. Reporter Madison Miller is live in University Park with more. Madison?
Thanks, Evan. I'm here at Penn State's Nittany Lion Inn, which was the university's oldest hotel and a popular destination for visitors and alumni alike. The university is currently in the process of selling the hotel to the Scholar Hotel Group. The Nittany Lion Inn opened in 1931 when guests paid only $3.50 a night for a room, according to the Center County Historical Society. The Nittany Lion Inn has not operated as a hotel since 2020, and in that time, it was used as a residence hall and a classroom facility during the COVID-19 pandemic. Notable guests that have visited the inn included President Eisenhower, Eleanor Roosevelt, Martin Luther King Jr., and Billy Joel. The hotel will remain closed until the new owner reopens it. If you want to bring home a piece of Penn State history from the inn, Lion Surplus is offering just that next week, as they are selling furniture and decor every day starting at 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All sales are final. Reporting in University Park, I'm Madison Miller for the Center County Report.
Thanks, Madison. Still to come on the Center County Report. Will the cold weather continue this weekend? We check the 7-day forecast.
Plus, flu season is here, and we have the new numbers on where Pennsylvania stands. Also coming up, new information on a popular pizzeria after the health department shut it down for 2 weeks.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Stream the best of PBS on any device with the PBS Video app. All your favorite drama, history, science, news, and documentaries, all in one place. Watch your PBS station live or catch up on the shows you missed. Discover new favorites from PBS and locally produced shows from your station. Get the PBS Video app now and stream the best of PBS anytime, anywhere.
We care about things that affect the lives of every American.
We are there at the front line
to get to the heart of what really matters in every issue.
This country has not seen this in 80 years.
This extraordinary moment in American history.
You're making such a huge impact.
Trust is at the heart of what we do.
The flu and other sicknesses are ramping up this week across the country. The latest CDC flu map shows much of the South, Midwest, and West at high levels. Pennsylvania is still in the moderate category right now. PA has seen almost 49,000 confirmed flu cases this season, with almost 600 in Centre County. But Centre County continues to stay in the low transmission category for COVID this week. Right now at Mount Nittany Medical Center, there are 11 COVID inpatients ranging from 20 to 89, but none of them are in the ICU.
A popular pizza place in State College is back open after a health inspection-related shutdown. Canyon Pizza reopened this week after a 2-week closure. An inspection report alleged 13 health violations. In a Facebook post, Canyon announced its reopening and said it's made some renovations, including a new sink, clean pizza ovens, a new pizza toppings table, and a redone walk-in cooler.
It's looking like a beautiful day over Beaver Stadium, but it is cold outside, and that's because meteorological winter actually started yesterday as we moved into December, and temperatures are for sure feeling like it. It's 36 degrees right now, but it feels like 29 due to the slight winds coming out of the south at 8 miles per hour. And across the state, that's pretty much the case. You can see it's a little warmer up towards Erie. They're sitting at 39, and towards Philly, they're sitting at 42 degrees. But with these wind chills that I was talking about a little bit earlier, you can see it's still very chilly outside, so you better be sure to bundle up if you're walking to class, lunch, or work. You can see up towards Bradford, it's 27 degrees. Pittsburgh, not as chilly, 36, and then Philadelphia sitting at 38 degrees currently for today. Wind chill, I'm sorry, it feels like 36 degrees. And radar and satellite, good news, there's no rain in sight for us currently, but that is not the case as we move into the overnight hours and tomorrow. There are some lake effect precipitations up towards the northwestern counties, but nothing significant and nothing like what we've experienced lake effect wise up towards Buffalo the past few weeks. And then moving out, the front that's going to bring us the rain is very disorganized out towards our west. You can't even really see it on this map right now, but don't you worry, it is coming. This is the future cast. This is right now. You can see as we move into tomorrow, and starting at the overnight hours and into tomorrow, you can see that is widespread rain sitting across the Commonwealth, and so it's going to be a soaker tomorrow. But good news is it's not going to be as cold as it should be. It's going to be above average temperature-wise, but if the rain wasn't there, it would have been nice. And then moving through Saturday night, it clears out, and then there's a chance for some lake effect precipitation up towards the northern part of the state. And then Monday, we should be clear. There's some cloud cover in our area, but no precipitation in the forecast. And we have to talk about the World Cup big game tomorrow. USA plays the Netherlands out in Qatar, and their weather is much warmer than what we're experiencing right now. They're sitting at around 80 degrees before the game starts and sunny skies. And then clouds will stay out of the way. Temperatures still remain in the upper 70s as we move through the game. So I know I would much rather be experiencing the weather they're dealing with in Qatar, and I just hope USA comes out with a win. So today, today, your forecast, we're going to be sitting at 42 degrees, so about average temperature-wise, and then clouds will build as we move through the day before the rain chances return overnight hours, and then again for tomorrow, 35 degrees as your low temperature tonight. And then tomorrow, like I said, 52 degrees, which is almost 10 degrees above average for us this time of year, and it is going to be rainy. In your 7-day forecast, there's something for everyone in there. There's some higher temperatures, some rain, but no snow in the forecast. All I'm glad about is that there is no rain for a home game tomorrow. I mean, yeah, I would love to watch Penn State one more time, but at least it's not going to rain. Or, sorry, it is going to rain.
Well, I'm glad it's going to be warmer, but rain?
The rain always knows how to put a wrinkle in some people's plans, but you can't put a damper on sports. Dale, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, Ohio State comes to town as Penn State hockey looks to stay in the national top 10 in the rankings. Plus, the State College Little Lions are looking to head to the state championship game. We look ahead to their semifinal matchup tomorrow.
My skin, think it's time I find my place here.
Fasten your seatbelt.
You're taking my breath away.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Amazing.
Well, what are you waiting for?
You belong here. This is your home.
What is your sense now of the humanitarian situation?
This is making me emotional.
This experience I'm going to carry with me the rest of my life.
I'll always be so grateful for everything you did for me.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
I'm Dale Ostrander with sports. While Penn State football awaits its bowl game destination, the State High Little Lions continue their playoff run. They take on Harrisburg in Altoona tomorrow. Logan Barandis has our preview.
For the first time since 2009, the State High Little Lions are in the District 6 semifinals. This comes following their 28-7 win over North Allegheny on Friday, which is just the second time since the PIAA playoffs started in 1998 that the Little Lions defeated the WPIAL champions. Now the Little Lions' opponent for their semifinal match will be the 10-2 Harrisburg Cougars. These two schools met in mid-October, where State High went on the road to defeat the Cougars 20-6.
That score looked a lot different last season, however, as Harrisburg defeated State High 15-13 in the regular season. But State High flipped the script in the playoffs, winning 16-13 to knock out the Cougars and survive and advance in the playoffs.
As for the approach for the Little Lions playoff run, head coach Matt Lintel called on a phrase used by another coach in the State College area.
I'm so proud of these guys. They've been able to live in the moment and just, that want-to-know mentality and just stayed really focused and in the present.
While a high-powered offense helped get the Little Lions to this point, the defense stepped up when it mattered most last week with 4 interceptions. Cooper Brushwood corralled 2 of those picks and agreed that those were key takeaways in a close game.
I mean, those are important interceptions no matter what, whether it's Will or Ty, we had 4 interceptions all game, so those are obviously big takeaways, and just get the ball back to the offense in what was a tight game, and we ended up closing it out.
No matter what, the Little Lions will need both sides of the ball to make plays against a Harrisburg team that they're all too familiar with.
There's a great respect between our programs. Coach Calvin does a great job down there, and their kids play hard, and they're always prepared. So it's tough beating a team twice, but we're going to go give it our best shot, and these kids will be prepared and ready to roll.
I'm Logan Barandis for the Center County Report.
The Little Lions are looking to capture their first state championship since 1975. Only 2 District 6 football teams remain in the state football semifinals, with both having state title aspirations. As we just told you, the 13-0 Little Lions take on the 10-2 Harrisburg Cougars tomorrow afternoon in Altoona. The game is a rematch from earlier in the regular season where State High won 20-6. In the other game, the 12-2 Central Dragons match up against the 10-2 Bell Vernon Leopards. Tonight, we'll bring you coverage of both games this weekend from our website, commedia.psu.edu, and our YouTube. High school basketball season is getting underway. The State High boys teams begin their season tonight. Austin Groff takes a look.
It's the start of December, which means the beginning of basketball season. State High head coach Brian Shawley has the Little Lions ready to go.
I'm just excited for these guys to have the opportunity to have a great year. I mean, we have a lot of guys who have a lot of experience and have played a lot of minutes at different levels. And I'm just excited for what I think is a really tight-knit group to go out and have a lot of fun chasing something special.
The State High Little Lions are looking to defend last year's district title as they return all but one player from a season ago.
There's a lot of institutional knowledge about, again, what wins and what gets you beat. And it allows us as a coaching staff to challenge them to be leaders because they've all been there and have a sense of what it takes and what they need to be doing, and they can hold themselves and each other accountable, and it allows the coaches to kind of step away and let them take the wheel.
Seniors Braden Shrewsbury and Ryan Perks agree that the returning experience is vital for the team.
Definitely late game situation. I feel like we had a lot of games in the bag and we lost them late, or we had too many turnovers late game or didn't block out. I feel like we know what we need to do late game and just playing with more poise throughout the whole game.
I mean, everyone on the team, basically, they're like all my best friends. So, I mean, it means a lot. So, like the wins, the losses, everything, we do it together.
State High hopes to bring back another district title and make a potential run in the state playoffs. In State College, I'm Austin Groff for the Center County Report.
Their first game of the season is at home tonight against Bishop Shanahan, tipping off at 7. The women's volleyball NCAA tournament begins tonight, and Penn State will host the first 2 rounds at Rec Hall. The 4th-seeded Nittany Lions are 24-7 this season. They face UMBC tonight. The AVCA coaches poll ranked Penn State number 11 in the country. The Blue and White will now try to win their first national title since 2014. Let's shift to the ice. Penn State men's hockey welcomes Ohio State in for a 2-game series starting tonight. It's the first time the Nittany Lions and Buckeyes are meeting since Penn State beat them in the Big Ten quarterfinals last season. Penn State comes into the weekend ranked number 6 in the country, while the Buckeyes are sitting at number 17. Puck drop is scheduled for 7 o'clock, and the annual Teddy Bear Toss game is tomorrow with a 5:30 p.m. start. The Penn State women's basketball team is hoping to rebound from their first loss of the season. The Lions took on Virginia on Wednesday in a battle of 2 undefeated teams. McKenna Marisa led Penn State with 16 points, but the Cavaliers won 89-68. The loss ends Penn State's streak of 14 straight home non-conference wins. The team hits the hardwood tomorrow at Minnesota for the Big Ten opener at 8:30 p.m. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the anchor desk.
Thanks, Dale. Coming up next, Senior Day at the final Penn State home game gave the fans a much-anticipated reveal of a beloved mascot. See who the Nittany Lion really is.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Stream the best of PBS on any device with the PBS Video app. All your favorite drama, history, science, news, and documentaries, all in one place. Watch your PBS station live or catch up on the shows you missed. Support your PBS station and you can get Passport, giving you full seasons, early releases, special collections, and more. Get the PBS Video app now and stream the best of PBS anytime, anywhere.
We care about things that affect the lives of every American.
We are there at the front lines
to get to the heart of what really matters in every issue.
This country has not seen this in 80 years.
This extraordinary moment in American history.
You're making such a huge impact.
Trust is at the heart of what we do.
He's the face of Penn State sports, the Nittany Lion mascot. But who's the man behind the mask? The Lion revealed his identity at the last home football game, and reporter Andrea Snowdy had a chance to meet him.
The secret identity of the Nittany Lion mascot is a decades-long Penn State tradition. The current mascot revealed himself Saturday at the last home football game, removing the Nittany Lion head he'd been wearing the past 3 years.
My name is Michael McDermott, and I am the 53rd Penn State Nittany Lion mascot.
Balancing the role as the school's mascot on top of being a student, Army ROTC cadet, and an active member of the Pennsylvania National Guard was hard work and came with serious responsibility, yet great reward.
Cadet Michael McDermott. Thank you. Thank you, Big Hobbit. Thank you. HHC.
Being in ROTC makes it so that the days are really long because I'll have PT at 5:30 in the morning, and then all of a sudden I have a basketball game later that night at 9:30 at night.
The Nittany Lion mascot can be found anywhere around campus, whether it be Beaver Stadium, the Bryce Jordan Center, or the Berkey Creamery. McDermott attends hundreds of events on campus each week, from sports to thon events, and he can even be seen in local advertisements.
For most people, when you would look at his schedule, you'd think that it was impossible to be able to handle it all, and he's able to handle it all.
Being Mike Man this last year and being able to experience like all the away games and team arrivals and all the tailgates, pep rallies we do with him up there with me, you know, like the whole time I knew he was in the suit, like knowing Mike was next to me while I was talking in front of 100,000 people just like made me feel more confident myself.
That's the best part about not being known, is it's not me. It's Penn State when you see the Lion. So this is single-handedly the best thing that I've ever done in my life.
McDermott will remain in his role as the mascot until Thon 2023 in February. From then on, a new student will put on the suit, swear to secrecy, and take on the role as the symbol of our best. Reporting in Centre County for the Centre County Report, I'm Andrea Snowdy.
Auditions to become the next Nittany Lion mascot will be held Monday. For those interested, you'll probably want to get started practicing those one-armed push-ups.
Well, I guess it's time to start practicing for myself.
I believe in you, Evan. Well, that's all we have for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us Tuesday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news and watch our stories on our Centre County Report social media. You'll find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a great afternoon.
This is a moment. There's a whole wide world out there.
This is a battlefield.
The river is the most important part of nature.
Humans have never done this before.
So many senses have come alive.
We go with what the environment gives us. We are supposed to protect it.
It's a real drama and it's unfolding right in front of you.
This will show us so many things that we just haven't seen.
change is coming.
Start a new adventure as big as you imagine.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full. Keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.